Okay, so, yeah, in Greece, one of the most famous things from here is philosophy. One of the most famous books is the Nicomachean Ethics. And it's very strange, it's called Ethics. The problem is, back then, the ancient philosophers always talked about excellence. Eventually, people started becoming more Christian. With the ancient Greeks, right, they were always about personal excellence, a person being their best. Some people are much higher than other people, right, in their excellence. But with Christianity, they said, no, everyone's at the same level.
I am the same level as Zeus.
Right?
Yeah.
Have you been paying attention? Yes, so basically, everyone's at the same level, right? No matter how woolly-owl they say, and you want to look over there and look at something else. Look at that, look at the foot on that crab or something.
Huh? Where's the
Okay, so basically they're saying everyone's at the same level, right? Buguan tamana janjuli. Okay, so ethics came to mean what? Dowder. And ethics meant helping everyone, and helping people is good, but you need to focus on yourself, is what they're saying. So not many people like this. It doesn't sound nice. They're saying ethics is about dowder, and ethics is about helping those in need, helping people who need help. But actually, Richard Taylor said no. If you look at the ethics really means personal excellence for the Greeks. It meant personal excellence, being the best person you could be, was what it was really about. Because, for example, in Aristotle's Ethics, it would talk about humor. The golden mean of humor was what? What is too much humor? If you're too funny, it's bad.
You laugh too much. If you laugh at anything and then you have a joke about anything.
Yes, very good, yes. Now you're not paying attention. Well, that's being too funny, yes. Farting as a joke, for example, or something, right? So, yeah.
It's boring. It's a really boring joke.
What is bad about not being funny enough?
Serious. Too serious.
Yes, too serious.
Like Damien.
Richard Taylor said this is in Aristotle's Ethics. Now, he said, but what does humour have to do with ethics? Dowder? Nothing. But it has everything to do with what? Personal excellence. So he talked about, personal excellence, how important this is, right? And he said it just doesn't apply to famous people. Martin Luther King gave a great speech, which is the same with Abraham Lincoln. But if no one heard that speech, would their excellence have been less? They're very famous. No, it wouldn't have been less. Yeah. So it means you don't have to be a creative and famous person to be a person who have achieved personal excellence. So say you draw and you write a great story. His idea is, even if no one sees it, your level of excellence is the same. Why? Because it's not to do. If it's famous.
But the use is.
Yeah, the use. Yes, exactly. Yeah, the use. So if it becomes famous, then it's much better. It makes you feel better. But it's not. Your excellence isn't any less because of it. There was one man. He wrote a story. He was worked at some job that wasn't a very good job. But every night he wrote stories and drew this big story. It's the biggest, longest story, or longest picture book that's ever been written.
And when he dies.
Yes. Yeah, this is a very strange story. When he died, they found this story. He never showed anyone. He should have shown someone. But the story, if it's great or not, is just the same, even if no one sees it. That was his idea. And it was a very good point he made about Van Gogh. You know Van Gogh? Van Gogh, he was a famous painter in Amsterdam.
It's like a Röntgen.
That's it. Yeah. The Starry Night.
And then there is a black. He drew a lot of strange art. And then that art in his time is not famous. No one likes it. And then now it's really famous.
Van Gogh, in his lifetime, he only sold one painting. He just cared about doing the best he could, and he achieved greatness because of this. But now his paintings sell for millions. So that's a perfect example. Yeah. Okay.
好吃。